Hey everybody, welcome back for another adventure. This week's video is going to be taking place indoors. I'm going to be rebuilding and relocating my hiking gear closet. The current closet, as you see here, it's gotten to be a little cluttered and outdated. So I'm going to remove everything, take everything out, and rebuild it to a different closet just off of my new studio that I built. Going to be in a much better location, minus the dog of course. But the first thing I had to do was remove all the contractor shelving and get things prepared for the new build. So I hope you stick with me and give us a watch. Without further ado, let's get moving. So the first thing I need to start doing is to remove all the existing equipment and the mounting brackets and shelves from the existing closet. So I started with some general purpose joint compound. Picked it up from my local hardware store. You can find it pretty much anywhere. And together with a putty knife, I just applied it to all the existing holes where the old shelves used to be, filling them in. It took about 2 applications to fill everything in after it dried a couple times. And I used this sanding block to get everything smooth and ready for painting. Storing your sleeping bags correctly, as in hanging from hooks, is important in keeping the filler material from getting compressed and thus losing overall warmth. So the stud finder is telling me that the joists are a little bit offset from what they were in the other closet, probably because this is an outside wall and that was inside. I'm just going to go ahead and drill a couple holes here as a test to make sure that the stud finder is showing the right reading. So the stud finder was correct. I'm about 4 inches farther out for some reason on this closet. We'll just go with it. Alright, so change of plans. I had to go to a different type of board to hang the hooks on. It's a little bit narrower, but it's thicker, so I can actually get the screws into the side boards there up in the corner. Alright, got one up there. Now just rinse and repeat for the next 3. I'm actually going to mount the hooks up onto these so I can get one sleeping bag up there and see how far over I need to mount the next one. I don't want the sleeping bags too close together because I want them to air out while they're in here. The reason I'm pre-drilling holes is so that the screws don't split the wood. I think right about there will be good. Now I'm drilling a total of 3 holes, even though I put 2 hooks up here because some sleeping bags only have 1 loop for hanging. So I'm going to just plan ahead. I do have 1 sleeping bag that's got the center loop. there it is how I mount my sleeping bags. It keeps the down from bunching up, keeps everything nice and straight, and it gives them a chance to air out if I want to just unzip these a little bit after I get back from a trip. My shelf system is a wire shelving system made by Rubbermaid, and is typically found in your local hardware stores like Lowe's or Home Depot. There are several other store brands that are almost identical, such as Blue Hawk and Closetmaid. Take note though that the parts are not necessarily interchangeable between the brands. I chose this system so that as my needs change, I'd have the flexibility of moving the individual shelves around. The support brackets are easily movable along the slots in the vertical mounting bars, which are screwed into your wall studs. Once put in place, the shelves actually lock into place by pulling them forward. The back end of the wire shelving locks into a notch and keeps it pretty sturdy, and the shelves can actually support quite a bit of weight. Alright, well, now that all the shelving and sleeping bag mounts are in, I get to take it out again. Put a few extra holes in the wall that I didn't really need, and put some marks in the wall as well. But I want to paint the whole closet, so it's going to look a lot nicer when I'm done. Alright, so the room's painted. Looks nice. I like the color. I went with a light gray to kind of complement the outside room here in my office. I also used a satin finish because it reflects a little bit more light, and I need all the light I can get in here. It's sort of a dark closet. Now that the painting's all done, it's back to getting the shelves mounted again. Alright, so now the shelving is all put together. Before I put anything back on the shelves, I got a couple more things I got to do. Painting some pieces of board, different sizes, different lengths, because I need to fill in some of these blank spots that I'm not really using for shelving. Like back here, I'm going to have a couple backpacks. I'm going to have some hanging backpacks over here. Up in here, I'm going to have some things for my shoes and micro spikes and things like that. So I just cut some pieces of board I had laying around. I'm going to screw them into studs, and I'm going to apply some hooks right along the wood. Okay, so how do I organize all my gear? Well, all my oversized items go into storage bins and down on the floor underneath the first shelf. This is followed by some camp pillows, bug netting, air mattresses and trail pads, my tents. I got some cheap summer sleeping bags that don't have hanging loops, water shoes on the bottom shelf, hiking boots on the top. Then I hang my micro spikes, gaiters, and belts. I have my rain pants and hiking pants. All my electronics. These are in several bins, including my Garmin and camera equipment. Camp towels and bandanas. My knee braces, since getting old sucks. Storage bin with hygiene items, first aid kit, and poop kit. I got my water filters, water bottles, and Nalgene up top. Various knives and some utensils in another plastic bin. Camp cups and collapsible bowl. Several types of camp stoves. Several sizes of fuel canisters. My Tokes cooking pot and fire starting kit. Got my permethrin clothing treatment. I have a Barricade and BV 450 bear cans. All my trail food goes into a large plastic storage. Up on my navigation shelf, I have reference books, trail and paddle maps, my compass, and any other reference material I might need. To the clothing section, I got hiking socks, heavy wool socks, all my Usinges and sock liners. My winter head coverings and buffs. Have a bunch of wicking t-shirts, no cotton. My thermal base layers, my sun protection shirts and hoodies, all my underwear, which is mostly ex officio. And initially I had my helmet up top there, but I decided to move it later. More on that in a minute. As for all my hats, I used some 3M command hooks along the air duct section because I can't use nails to hang my hats, because you can never really have too many hats. And like I said, in the end, my helmet went up there too. So the Exos 58 is my go-to bag pretty much for all my trips. It's the smaller of my two main packs, so I'm going to put it up high. I'm going to put the bigger pack, which is my Atmos, down below here. Now that I got my upper pack mounted to the wall, I know exactly where my next hook's got to go. Right here. So I'm using just a little bit thicker hooks for the packs, just in case I got a little bit of weight in them when I hang them Typically that's not going to happen, but just in case, these will definitely support the weight. Alright everybody, well that is my build using wire shelf products and some other wood and mounting materials that I already had on hand, because you don't really need to spend lots of money on these types of projects. And I'm sure you've already noticed that I had to lose my mountain man persona. Was required for work, and this project was filmed over the course of several days, so yeah, I'm going to grow it back though. So hopefully this video will give you some ideas for your own build, or to at least enhance what you already have on hand by optimizing the existing space. Now, even I have already made a few changes since I filmed some of this footage. First, I made a spot for my biking helmet with the rest of my hats, because, I mean, really, you can never really have too many hats. Second thing I did was to go ahead and I got some more of the shelf liner material, and I'm going to put this on my clothing shelves, just to avoid the clothing getting the grid patterns when they're sitting on the shelves for too long. So what do you think? Give me your thoughts down in the comments below, and make sure you share what you use for your gear storage. If you're a YouTuber and you have a logo sticker, reach out to me via my email. You can find it using the About link on my channel. I'd love to have it to add to my YouTube community sticker board that I'm putting together, and I will definitely reciprocate with one of mine. So once again, everybody, thank you so much for watching the video. Be sure to hit the thumbs up down below if you like the content that you see. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.